Hi, I'm Elizabeth,
Hi, I'm Laura,
and we are the Sufficient Seven.
and today we're going to talk about the books that we read during the biannual bibliothon.
I didn't follow my TBR at all, minus one book, but the first was a book that I hadn't finished reading from before the biannual bibliothon started, so I ended up reading The Star-Touched Queen by Roshani Chokshi. I hope I said that right. And this was actually really good. I gave it like 4 out of 5 stars on Goodreads. I really loved it. The language is really pretty, and basically it has a lot to do with Indian mythology, so I don't know much about it, but it's about a girl named Mayavata. I think that's how you say her name, or Mayavati, but they call her Maya. And she's a daughter of a king or a Raja. I wasn't sure how to pronounce a lot of the words in here, so I hope I'm saying them correctly. But yeah, she's a daughter of a Raja in the kingdom of Bharata, and she lives in the harem, and a lot of people kind of really mean to her, and no one's really her friend because she was born with the horoscope that she would, her marriage would cause death and destruction. So no one... Yeah, pretty awkward. They follow the horoscope and like the stars really closely, but she's always felt like, I don't know, she really likes mythology, and she talks about like the night bazaar and all that, but she doesn't know why she really likes it. And so one day, to prevent a war, she's supposed to marry someone else from another kingdom, but stuff goes down, and then she ends up going with this mysterious person. I can't remember his name. Does it start with an A? It does. Aman. Yeah, she ends up choosing to marry Aman, who just shows up out of nowhere. He isn't like introduced, like no background, and she goes to Akron with him, and she's supposed to be the queen. And so there's a lot of mystery, and it has to do with like reincarnation and that, and they tell you that in the description, which I feel like is kind of a spoiler, but it's really good though. It's really pretty, and I think it has a good plot twist in here. So, and there's a companion novel coming out, I think, next year, so I'll read that for sure.
So I read one of the books that was suggested by the booktubers who did the biannual bibliothon, and that's The Clockwork Scarab by Colleen Gleason. And this book was okay. It wasn't my favorite thing ever. I think I liked the story a little bit more than the writing. I don't know, it was okay. Sometimes I felt like it was trying a little too hard, like it's about Victorian times and like the niece of Sherlock Holmes and the sister of Bram Stoker go on this adventure together trying to solve these murder mysteries. So it was interesting enough, but instead of being kind of excited about the fact that they were all literary figures or connected to literary figures, it just kind of annoyed me with some stuff. Like I felt like some of the writing was trying to be like too period, or some things were just wildly anachronistic. So like then there's like this time travel thread in there as well, and everyone's like, well, I mean, like vampires exist, so why not time travel? So okay. Yeah, everyone just accepted it extremely quickly. So it was okay. It wasn't my favorite thing ever, and it's one in a series, so I won't be continuing it, but it annoyed me because there were some male romantic leads introduced that I actually really liked, but nothing came to fruition because it's the first book in an ongoing series. So the only reason I think why I would continue reading it is to learn more about the male leads, the male romantic leads, but I'm not going to do that. So it was okay. I haven't given it official rating yet, but it was okay. I feel like 3 stars probably.
So the second book I read, which I guess can go to the challenge of like putting a book off, is The Mortal Instrument City of Bones by Cassandra Clare, which I feel like it's taken me forever to read because I've read The Infernal Devices and I'm very attached to them. So it was really cool to finally read this. I was definitely spoiled for the entire thing just because I've known about it for years and because I watched Shadowhunters. Although I must say this book was a lot better than Shadowhunters, so that was a plus. That was good.
You text me about stuff and you're like, is this supposed to happen? Did this not happen? And I was like, yeah, it's better.
Yeah, a lot better.
Yeah.
And I feel like I can't even explain that without you having seen the show, but yeah, I really enjoyed it. It was a quick read, as I expected with Cassandra Clare. You kind of can't put down her books because there's always something happening. And I will look forward to reading on about Clary and Jace and everyone, even though I still know some things that are supposed to happen.
Yep.
Like with the shows, just no. That's all I'm going to say.
I remember, so we were watching the show, and all the time I was like, Elizabeth, the book is so much better. It was like, it's so much better.
Like when
And now you know.
Like when Simon becomes a rat in here, half of me expected him to become a vampire already. And I know that doesn't happen till later, but in the show it happened.
Yeah.
And like it yeah,
bad.
this book was good though. I give it like 4 out of 5 stars.
We're still going to continue to watch Shadowhunters though.
Yeah, I'm kind of excited for it, but also not, because I don't know how it's going to be.
Love to hate it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so the next book that I read is Maggie Stiefvater's The Raven King, which is the 4th book in her series The Raven Cycle, and it was so good. I really liked it. It's been actually over a year now since I read all 3 of the first books, so it took me a little while to remember some things, but once I did, I fell right back into the rhythm of the story and the characters, and it was really good, and I really like her writing style, and just all the magic and mystery of their small town that's in here is really great, and overall I thought it was a really good conclusion to the series, and I waited so long for it, so I'm happy.
So the last book is something that we both read. So we read Fallen Angel by David Lamore, and it fell under 2 categories. So it's reading a book in a different format than you usually do. He sent us a PDF, so we both read it on our computers, and also read an author you've never read before. So I don't know where to start this.
Well, okay, so he sent us this book in April.
Yes, which thank you. We appreciate
Thank you.
it. Yes.
Yeah, so it's been a while since then, because when he first sent it to us, we thought, oh, we'll just read it after finals, it'll be fine, and then we didn't, and then we forgot about it for a little bit, so it took a while, but we read it about, I don't know, 10 days ago now.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we've had some time to digest, and overall, I think the story of this book is kind of interesting. So it's about a young girl named Evelyn whose parents have died, and she moves to this small town, and her only goal at first is to get out and go back to New York because she doesn't like where she's living. And there's kind of this B plot of like normal school life, and the quarterback likes her and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And then she meets this guy who seems kind of interesting and mysterious and
Yeah.
And he's her ancient history tutor at first, and then basically it all just kind of goes off, and it has to do with like he makes like a new biblical mythology, and turns out this mysterious stranger is not what you'd think he is exactly, and Evelyn is not a normal girl, and so there's like a battle between the forces of good and evil. And he set it up to write a second book, which I don't know if he's doing, maybe, but we're going to share some non-spoilery thoughts of what we thought of the book. So those are all the things that we read for the Biennial Bibliothon. We didn't get to our 6 books, but we got halfway there.
Oh yeah, I was good. I was reading a book a day, and then I don't know what happened. Maybe work. I don't know.
My family happened.
Yeah.
4th of July happened.
Oh, that's right. Oh yeah, I did work. So I hope you like our wrap-up of the Biennial Bibliothon. I did like the idea of like being in, having a certain time frame to read a certain amount of books, because it sort of pushed me to read, which I haven't been doing because I've been like stuck on ACOMOF like all summer.
So bad.
So now I feel like a lot better, and I'm just like, yeah, I have to read everything, but now I feel so behind, so. So thank you, Biennial Bibliothon. I did feel like.
I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it a lot.
Yeah. And so yeah, that's about it for today. If you want to follow us on any social media, all the links are listed down below in the description box. We try to put out a new video every Thursday, at least once a week is our goal. I don't even know if we have a schedule anymore.
Yeah, we're behind.
Yeah,
whatever.
It's okay. So until next time, bye. True story. I wasn't there. I saw a video.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Someone put the box on its side and someone shot at us.